stockpile in town of all the different mills and or logging companies, grinds and stuff like that. Mills.
Oh, okay. Do you just use like a chip trailer? Like just it's all grinded up stuff already you're hauling, hey?
Yeah,
Yeah.
walking floors.
Walking floors. Yeah.
But yeah, so
Hey,
when
FDR,
you just haul into the
Yeah,
Pinnacle plant.
Oh, okay,
make-
you're going to one of those two there.
Yeah, and you make like, very little money to go across town. Like it's only an hour job, but
Oh.
there's just no money in it.
Oh, that sucks. How many trips do you have to do a day?
8, and that's like a $200 day.
Jeez, for 8 loads?
Yeah, whereas I go out to the bush, I'm out there for about 11 hours, and
That's-
I'm 470 at the end of the day.
Dude, that sucks. Why is it so cheap? Just because anyone can do it kind of thing? They just make it a low...
Just because it's in town, and that's
Yeah.
pretty much where all the rookies go.
Oh, man,
But
that
when there's nothing else to
sucks.
do, like when my grinders broke down, and the other grinders already got full load of trucks,
Dude, that's
you know,
lame.
they're go home. So
What, there's, is your
usually
hauling
these
shut
things
down right now, or?
no, usually he tries to send me up with Quinell. That way I make
Oh, I see.
$300 a day. But
Yeah.
with so many trucks getting shut down that one day with that one grinder, that he had nowhere to send everybody. So
Kind of messed it up
I
a
said,
bit, hey?
whatever you got, Brian, I will do.
Man, that's
Across
crazy.
town, I don't want to, but I will.
Frick around, eh? Oh, well. Winter's coming. The work will get more intense, I imagine. Potentially.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. There's a lot of people who don't work in the winter, don't want to work in the winter.
See, like...
I'm one of them, but I can't afford not to.
Yeah, right. Well, and then there's lots of guys who only work in winter, too, because they... Like, I know lots of guys in the bush don't like the bugs and shit, so they wait till literally winter because they can't handle it. It's like, that's an interesting concept, but hey, I guess I get it. The bugs are pretty horrendous to deal with when you're out in the tulies, but...
Some places, yeah.
Hey,
Number
FDR,
one.
you know how to fix your game to where it don't, like, to where it'll actually connect in and not take forever?
That's very unspecific of a question.
Okay, what's going on is I'm trying to load in saying connected, please wait. I've been sitting here on the same screen for like...
Oh, I would close your game and try again.
Since you started the game up.
Close your game down completely and then try again. Because my guess is something didn't go right there. Hey, it's Matt. Look at that.
Hey,
The man,
How
the
are you?
legend. The other man, the other legend.
the other legend. Who's the first legend?
How you doing?
Oh, doing okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, oh,
Okay.
Yeah, you
All right,
sound
good.
you sound wonderful.
All right.
Splendiferous, if you will.
Splenda.
Splendiferous.
I think it's gonna be a case of I'm gonna have to reset my PC again.
Yeah,
because,
yeah, probably. Especially if it's doing something like that, then yeah, you might need to.
What's it doing?
Oh, I just won't let them
It's-
load in.
It won't let me connect in, and then now it's saying that I had to reinstall for them.
Oh, that's not good.
Something not pleasurable there. Yeah, I don't know. Some people's computers just don't like this game.
Which right now I can go into where I have it downloaded through Xbox.
You're
I
running it
can
through an
go-
Xbox?
No, I ain't playing through Xbox.
Oh, okay.
Xbox app. I can go into the download and verify and repair the file.
Oh, okay.
And it'll let me back in.
I
But
don't know. I don't know that side of things. I don't know, man. I have never really had any problem with any of the games, all the way from like FS15 to now. They all just work on. But I go through Steam and just load them all through there, and everything's all verified. And I don't know.
Hold on, I'm about to go out.
Don't know, man. But then again, I've also heard people having issues with like different PCs and different styles of PCs, and that's the one downside of PC is sometimes you buy one and it just doesn't want to play nice with anything.
That's me right now.
It's the way she goes sometimes.
I've got mine. I'm getting it through Rent-A-Center. It's a place where you can go rent to own something.
Oh, okay.
That's where I'm getting mine from until I can afford to get me a built one.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, and then you never know. Sometimes it's a hardware mismatch thing. I mean, nowadays it's pretty darn good. Like,
What length you got these to?
oh, I think we're doing 14.5.
Yeah.
That seems to be the easy go-to. Fits on the trucks well.
I'm gonna take do what I don't want to do. Reset this thing.
Oh yeah, no worries. We will talk to you in a moment then when it's restarted. I'm actually just gonna go open my door because it's 1,000,000 degrees in here.
I'm not allowed to cut this tree.
FDR, there's a lot of excited people.
Hi, FDR.
Hi, I'm back. What's up?
Why can't I cut this tree? It says I'm not allowed to cut this tree.
Oh, it's the stupid permissions, probably. Oh, every time. Every time. Yep, there you go. Now you're a farm. You have to be a farm manager to cut trees now. It's not just. It's not just as easy as buying the terrain anymore. You have to actually.
Oh, great! You got to give Pedro control of your farm.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Right. It's a scary concept, man. Scary, scary concept. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that feature.
I have this on.
The two features that drive me nuts are not being able to drop the tree when you turn the head off, and that have to promote people. Hell, even having to buy an area. If you cut a tree and it falls into an area that you don't own, you can't even cut it with the chainsaw. I guess that's how that works, hey?
I'll try to get a tree cut today in FDR.
Oh, it's okay, I'm just watching you.
Do I actually have to?
Put
Do
the
I actually
pressure
have to
on.
grab it? Do I have to actually grab it?
Probably not. You just have to get close enough to cut it if you're lazy and don't want to grab it.
Well, I'd like to grab it, but I tried to grab it, but I couldn't.
There you go. See? There you go. You got it. Oh, you got two.
Oh,
That'll be an adventure and a half.
I'll let go. Open my arm. There we go.
Yep.
I don't know if that's where you want them or not.
Ah, I got it. I just scooped that one right out of the ground.
This might be fun.
This truck's almost ready to go anyway, so I'm just
logging
gonna...
with Matt. This is. I've been so busy with my little project, and
yeah.
I haven't even done. All I've been doing is farming.
Farming. Well, see, that's your first mistake.
Yep.
Yeah. Shouldn't be doing that. It's farming simulator. It's not really what this game's about.
My project is in for testing giants.
Whoop. Sorry, I had to move that. It was going to hit me.
I believe it's on the console side of testing.
Consoles. You guys and your consoles, I'll tell you. Tisk tisk. Mod hub and console. Two things I could just never ever get involved with. I just don't.
Trees anywhere?
Don't care. Probably not. We're gonna have to skid some up. I'm gonna bring this truck to the mill though.
Oh, here's some trees behind me.
Pretty well done.
These look pretty small though.
Mm-hmm. There isn't like a crazy amount of trees on here, but we're gonna take her anyway. Oh, jeez. Are you doing chip truck again next week there, Maverick, or are you back to...
Yeah, no, it's still...
You gotta do that for a while?
What, but
oh, yeah.
I'll be in the bush getting the grinding.
Oh, yeah, good. Like I said, at least you make better money doing that.
Yes. So then keep me from going logging.
Yeah. Yeah, for now, hey? Are you gonna go back out in the bush logging this winter, or...?
It depends on what I find.
Yeah.
I gotta kind of stick with this guy. I've been with him for a year and a half before I moved to Alberta, so...
Oh, okay, and he's been really good, eh?
Now we're... Oh, yeah, he's always good to me. Usually he doesn't stick me with the town stuff because he knows there's no money in it, and I don't want it. But
yeah, here to make money. We don't work for the fun.
That's right. Must have been nothing going up to Quesnel, or like I said, there's a bunch of trucks all shut down at the same time.
Stuff's slowing down right now too. I know our mill here is shutting down. I think next week's their last week of hauling, and then they're down for a month. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, they're gonna do a big freeze up. They just got a lot of wood. They usually, like they always did, a freeze up where they shut down for about, I don't know, a month or so. But they haven't done one in the last, like, I want to say 2 years, just because the wood prices have been so freaking high. But now they're shutting her down for about a month to play catch up because they got so much wood in the yard. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah. What mill is that?
That's PAR. West Fraser.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, they're down. I don't know what Canfor is doing in Houston, but they usually do a little bit of a breakup too.
We got Topol and West Fraser in our town.
Token?
Well, and two private mills.
Oh yeah.
Private mills are.
Yeah, it really depends on like the prices and stuff, right? That's kind of what sets them to determine what they're gonna do. I'm gonna be Mr. Grinder here. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with it all.
I'm not worried about it. There's tons of work for me.
Oh yeah, mine never ends, so I really don't care. I can do this work for the next 30 years and never run out, so don't matter to me. Mentally, I don't know if I can do it for 30 years, but I know the work will be there for 30 years if I want it. Potentially. But I don't know. I'm kind of bored of my jobs. I like one of them, but I'd like to do something else with the other.
Doesn't matter how fun they are, they all get boring.
I know, right?
It's just picking the lesser evil and always thinking, well, you know, I could be.
That's exactly
you know, for me, it's log home building. I love building log homes, not in the wintertime, though. But that's what I always think about. Oh, man, I could be out building log homes right now. Freezing my ass off.
Right?
Sweating my ass off.
That's true.
Here I am sitting here listening to music or story tape or just,
you got it pretty good. I know, I always think the same thing, yeah. It's like, we got it pretty good if you put it in a grand scale of things, but it can always be much, much, much worse. But
like a buddy of mine, he doesn't run machine. He could run grader, he can drive truck, but he would sooner be on the end of a shovel working for construction companies.
Likes the outdoor land, hey?
Oh, he just likes that kind of work. It's like, dude, we're getting too old for that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you should be exercising that. Whoa.
Hey Matt, when you bring that wood up, bring it up to like right here and just lay it right where my grinder is, like right there, and just drop it there. I'm gonna move this landing a bit because I don't like where it is. Yeah, right there. That's perfect. I'm gonna back this grinder down this big old hill. I'm gonna leave it right here.
Be super heavy or something. Luncher was acting like a rocking horse.
Yeah, I've done some. Right now, I'm experimenting with some suspension changes to those tracks too, just to see if I can get a little bit more balance. A little bit more balance on them. A little bit more. Well, one thing I did add is I didn't realize it, but I can add more drive tires. So there's all these tires that basically represent the tracks underneath everything. And I only had 5 of the sets out of 10 of the sets, I guess. 5 of the differentials out of 10 that were actually live track, like had power to them. The rest were just rolling. So I found a way to turn it so all the differentials have power going to them. So now it's basically like an all-wheel drive. So that'll make a nice difference when going up hills. Because I've heard a few people saying they're having issues with climbing in certain terrains and get hung up in sharp terrain and stuff. But I think I fixed that now.
Had it a couple times, yeah.
Yeah, but I figured out why it's doing that. Because what happens is you arc the tracks up on an angle where you're not on a drive tire anymore. You're on just one of the float tires. So then basically what happens is the drive tires aren't making contact with the ground. So then you're basically just running your drive tires out, and you're not actually going anywhere. It's like high centering almost.
Right.
So then your base tires don't actually move. But like I said, I think I fixed that now in the next November update with some new toys too. Yay!
Eat.
New machines.
Like new toys.
I know, right? I got a bunch on the go here. I just don't know exactly. I got a Wartaw head that I'm working on, but I don't know what machine to put it on. That's the biggest complication right now. I don't know whether to put it on a whole brand new machine or put it on one of the older machines. What's a good Wartaw body to go with? I always see them on the John Deere cabs. I got an 859M. I've been working on
Linka belts. You had Linka belt in your 19,
yeah, I was thinking about that, putting it on that 5040 link belt. Wasn't very popular though, that link belt, believe it or not. People like the older link belts, not the new ones apparently. Everybody wants the sorry Matt, go ahead there. Everybody wants the old school ones.
I don't think I've ever ran a Linka belt. of
Never run
anything.
one before?
No.
That's fine there, Matt. I can grab those. Yeah,
I've seen
thanks.
a couple of the button tops that were pretty
Old ones?
pretty nice looking units.
Oh, the new
yeah.
ones? Oh, yeah.
Oh, probably older ones, yeah, probably.
The guy I was
10-year-old
working
ones.
for at that Pinnacle there, he had an old link belt that they were using before they bought that Medill, and they called it the stink belt because it was so old and houred out. Just toasted, man. You can only you couldn't do two things at the same time. So if you wanted to like close the grapple while raising the boom, forget it. Like, not gonna happen. You have to close the
really?
grapple first, and then you could raise the boom. But the hydraulics wouldn't allow to do both at the same time.
The second buncher I ran was a John Deere 693.
Yeah.
Those little ones that had the little side canopy over your door.
Yeah.
And it had 40,000 hours on the machine. And the old roto saw head, the guy had it on 3 machines.
Yeah.
It was running in at about 50,000 hours.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Like,
that's awesome.
unheard of.
Yeah. Must have taken
And that
really
was
good
still-
care of it to
That
make
was still a 10 load a day machine, but that buncher, even with that old rotosaw head.
And sorry, what was the body on it? What was it? What model?
693 John Deere.
Oh yeah,
the
693.
about
Yeah.
80s to 90 something. They built it that way. Kind of the excavator cab.
Have you ever run a
big-
753J? Those little tiny guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't like them. They're like the 908 Timberjacks.
Yeah, just really small.
Fuck yeah. It's like you're sitting on a rocking chair.
Yeah, totally. Hey, I got a model for one of those I'm putting together for this game too. But I was like, oh man, that's funny to hear about people that have run them, because I heard they were just absolute dinky toys, like to play with them in the bush.
Well, they are. If you're not cutting like these under 6-inch stuff, you're just in for a hell of a day.
Matt,
all
those
you're gonna do
those
is
roadside
rock.
ones. Now that he's on this side, I'll just cut those right across. You can leave those. Just chase him a little bit into the bush. I'll build a new deck right on the road here. And then those ones that he's dropping there, if you can't deck them close, then just pull them out pretty much to where they are now. We'll start a new deck right here. Then you don't have to try to swing them around and do crazy stuff over there. And then I'll just grab these and process them right across the road. That's my plan. Yeah, and what was the other ones? The 822s. I hear they're pretty rocky as hell too.
Yeah, it always amazed me about the Timcos being that small of a machine, but those suckers were
Timcos, eh?
like the Timco or the Komatsu 455s now,
Yeah.
but the Timco had the cab on the other side.
Oh, okay.
But they were like they were glued to the ground, those things.
Oh, okay.
You couldn't climb, like, I had them climb so steep I was still leaning back, even though I was, what are they, 30, 40 degrees forward pitch.
Jeez, that's crazy. It's a lot of tilt.
Yeah, I love those, but not working on them. Working on them was a nightmare.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. It's just everything's tucked away into a scary little spot.
I gave the dealer shit many a time. Who put that fucking sticker on? Made for loggers by loggers.
I just would
Logger
have
had
helped
a
if I
part
wasn't
this.
muted.
Oh, I was wondering what was up there, Matt. I was like, oh, you must be talking to somebody or something.
Well, I muted it because Vanessa said she was watching the football game at 3.
Oh, no worries.
3:30, so.
That's funny.
And then, so I was talking to her.
It's okay. You're just talking to yourself, man. It's all good. Don't worry about it. I
Then
do that all the
said-
time.
Then I saw Maverick kind of tip for it. I said, "Oh, Maverick."
And no response. We're just all
And
ignoring
no
you.
response.
Yeah. We're just all ignoring you. It's totally fine. Yeah, I've never run the smaller. Like, I've run mini excavators and stuff, digging holes. I just find those fun as hell. But I couldn't imagine trying to like move logs around with something those size. Like
No.
some of the smaller machines. Like, man, this must be a nightmare, hey? Unless you got some kind of real wild stabilization system. But I was
Well,
looking
they
at some
hook
of those new
onto-
Tiger Cat machines, like I don't even know what the hell the model names are. The square-bodied ones, the new ones. And oops, what am I pinned up against here?
You're really going back in there, Maverick.
Got a
But-
hole, digging it deeper.
But yeah, they're like super square, but they're small. They're really like they're almost like zero turn, almost like they look really weird.
I'll try to fish some of those trees out of there. Out of your way. Give you some more room.
But they're sure making a lot of the new machines pretty friendly, like comfort friendly for the operators and stuff. I'll tell you. Dustin joined the server, and then Dustin left the server. Whoever Dustin was.
I was in a bunch of 2 Intergos that had Wi-Fi.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah,
Something different.
that's cool.
Even that Bobcat we run at the dump is pretty. She's pretty high tech in there, man. You got Bluetooth, everything, and everything's all computerized. I'm so used to the old one that's basically, it's like you turn the key and it basically tells you how many hours if you're lucky, and that's all you get. A gauge for your pressures, and yeah, good enough. This one's like touch screen, everything. It's like, ugh. It's good when it works, but sometimes there's some issues for sure. Oh, hi, Matt. Workplace incident. Now we're in trouble. Let's get that big ugly tree out of the way first.
I saw a different kind of pine tree. I was on a map the other day called Western Australia.
Oh, yeah?
And the branches of the pine tree didn't have any lower branches like your trees. They were just at the top. They were just at the top of the tree.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. There's so many weird freaking trees, man. I was like even those eucalyptus guys. I was watching those guys bunch eucalyptus. I was like, what the hell? These tiny little thin little. Put like 25 sticks per bunch. It's like nuts.
Mm-hmm. They're pretty. Yeah, they're pretty skinny. Well, some of them are kind of big around, but it was kind of unique. If you ever get a chance, look at that map, Western Australia.
I will be 100% honest, and unless it's a Giants map or my own, I don't even look at them. I could give a crap less half the time. I just don't.
It's approved by Giants. It's a Giants approved map, so
Yeah.
I don't know where they got the trees from.
Yeah.
How they designed them.
Who knows, man? We were doing that in 17. I started playing on other people's maps, and then, oh man. Nope, not doing that game again. And you get 50 million people saying, oh, you'll play on his map but not mine, hey? I'm like, are you fucking serious? Play on whatever map I want. We're gonna start doing that with Chad's maps, because Chad made a whole bunch, and I was playing all on his maps all the time. And then everybody was all pissed off. Well, I sent you a map a month ago, and you played on his, but you didn't play on mine. And then you recorded it. And I'm like, dude, really? I don't know. I was checking out the map, man. I don't know. So now I just play my own or the Giants base game maps, and there's none of that BS anymore. Avoidconflict.com. That's my name of the game. I get enough conflict at the workplaces. I don't need more when I come home to something I enjoy. That's how I see it. Right? That's fair.
Well, we see what happens. I sent my fancy sticks back to Chevy guy to have them rebuilt.
Oh, they're falling apart there?
Well, they weren't falling apart, but some of the buttons weren't working proper, like they were just stopping working.
Oh, crap.
And the twist was really loose, and they were brand new sticks. He bought them. I paid for them, but he bought brand new sticks, so...
Weird.
I said, yeah, it's not right. Plus, I want to go from both handles, have the 8-button face. On one of them, I've asked him, he's got them in his lineup now, but I want him to get rid of the top 4 center buttons and put in a thumb joystick.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Because I've got
like a POV switchy kind of deal?
Yeah, whatever you call those things.
Yeah,
everybody's got a different name.
Everyone,
but that little
hat switch, POV. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I like driving with that.
Yeah,
so
that's what I do too.
That's why I'm back using my Logitech.
I mean, I would love to be able to drive with my pedals, but apparently that's just not a thing. So.
I was gonna go look at a set today of Logitech. I
use them to steer.
Flight simulator.
Like you can steer with the pedals, but you can't drive with them. In the old game, like in FS, I want to say 17, maybe 19. No, 17 I think was the last one. What you used to be able to do was have you'd be able to bind drive forward and turn left to a single pedal. So if I pushed my left foot forward on the pedal, it would drive me forward but turn my machine to the right because my left track was spinning, right? But then since 19, they changed something in there. So if you try to bind it Like, so in 17, if you did that to both pedals and then you pushed your 2 front pedals forward, you would just go forward instead of turning left or right. But now in the new one, for whatever reason, it picks a dominant pedal. So even if you push them both forward, whichever one got pressed down first, that's the direction you go. So you're always either turning left or right. You can't just go straight. And it's super frustrating because I loved that feature in 17. But they got rid of it. That's why whatever the next game they make better be really good, because I don't know, man. I might not even switch to the next one unless it's a huge improvement. Because if it's exactly the same as this, but they're adding more shit in it, I'm just going to stay in this one until they actually make a game worth modding for.
Are you getting that, what is it called, an expansion pack? Or?
Oh, I can't.
The one that's coming out with the painted trees.
Yeah, as much as I want to, I can't as a modder, because I can't mod any of it or use any of it, because then it's a copyright infringement if I make any changes to anything. I can't release it publicly because it's paid for content, right? So if I use their trees, I use their maps, I use their scripts, I use anything from that DLC, and I try to release it, well, if anybody doesn't own that DLC, I'm now giving them that DLC content for free. So then you're copyright infringement.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Well, or I couldn't release it publicly.
Trees.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, technically, I'm sure we can find a way to make that work on the older trees. I just got to figure out how the script works. So then anybody with the DLC could technically play on our maps and still use tree marking, if I can apply whatever that is to it.
I mean, you set up your maps pretty cool. You can usually go by the colors.
Yeah.
On the ground. This one's a little different. But
yeah, this one's a little wacky.
Like I've been playing the River Valley, the first one.
Yeah.
I've been playing that the last couple days, just mostly because I want to finish all the brown spots on that map.
Right.
And two, I just like the fact that, the brown kind of gives you a boundary.
That's your block, yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, in 17, what I did is I can actually pre-make trees with spray paint markings on them already. And then what I used to do is, in 17, I would make the borders of the area that you're cutting. So I would basically create like a perimeter with painted trees, so that when you're bunching, you'd eventually hit the line and you'd know where the end was.
Right.
So I was thinking about maybe doing that again with some blocks on the new map, but I wasn't sure how popular it was, but...
You should, especially I know it's popular with me because I like logging the game.
Yeah.
Real life. Like, you look at the last bunch of pictures I've been posting. I cut out a whole corner of that landing. There's probably about 30, 40 bunches out there.
Yeah.
All laid out just like they would be in real life.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the only difference is I'm bringing them to a landing as opposed to all roadside.
Actually, I was gonna mention you. I was gonna give you a mod. So I noticed. So like when you're taking pictures and stuff, I got something that would blow your mind for taking pictures. It's called the Player Action Camera mod. So basically, what it lets you do is your mouse wheel, like you can scroll and it'll actually like zoom in, like while you scroll, like you have a camera in your hand while you're playing, kind of thing. But you can get some like wicked pictures of the machines and stuff, like zoomed in. I was gonna hook you up with it. You're the only person I know that takes as many pictures as I do in this game.
I do.
And I was like, man, he's taking a lot of pictures. I should show him this because he'd probably like it.
If you ever got linked with my Facebook page, there's usually a sunset every morning.
Just
because I'm out in the bush on top of a mountain, and you see the most beautiful sunsets.
Remind me.
Rises.
Remind me to send you that because it's pretty cool. But like I said, then you can literally, like, in this game especially, you can like pan in on the equipment and stuff and then zoom in and get like really cool like up close shots, and oh man, it's pretty sweet.
Because I've been using flying mode, seems to be able to.
Yeah, well, this basically is the same thing, but you don't have to actually add anything to it. Like, it's pretty cool. Yeah, and then it'll just give you a whole world of good things. But I'm like, man, if he's taking so many pictures, man, I'm gonna show him some tricks. Because he's gonna fire. And suddenly you'll be like the captain of photography out there.
Well, I get a lot of people asking questions about how we do it in BC. Why my pictures always look neat and organized. I'm like, well, yeah, I do it the way I would do it in real life. When I'm on FDR's game, everything looks like a fucking mess all the time because we don't get a chance to lay.
Yeah, we're all.
It's just cut right there. Okay, I'll go cut over there.
Yeah, we're just making a mess.
It's not like I got the time to go in and cut a little patch out and then work it out to the road, because then. Half the guys are sitting there going, there's no wood to skin. Yeah,
because there's nothing to do ahead of time. In real life, you do that, 20 days in advance. The next person comes along and they continue, right? But
Yeah, a good outfit that I used to work for. Yeah, we were usually a month ahead of the skidders.
Yeah, absolutely. And then when that crew shows up, then you can kind of go, right?
We're gone. Yeah, we're on the next 2 blocks away from them.
Who joined? Emil. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Welcome to the club.
Thank you.
You planning on coming in to join today, or what?
Yeah, if it's space for me. So.
You need what, sorry?
If there's space.
Oh yeah. There's definitely room in here for sure. It's just the 3 of us chipping away right now.
Okay.
Come on down. Yeah, Maverick, I was actually thinking about you the other day, and I was thinking, since you have so much real life experience, I said it'd be neat to actually have like some kind of a way to show people how it's done in real life, like through the game, through whatever, through it, almost like a video series or something where you do step 1 and show how a block's laid out. Because I don't really have any bush experience. I go based on what people have told me or based on what I've seen in videos. But to hear it from somebody who actually knows the proper layout, so, how would you tackle this hill? Where would you lay the wood? Where would you bring the wood? That kind of stuff. I bet that'd be super valuable to people in real life that would want to hear that too.
Probably would, because I see a lot of videos that I watch of the other guys that are playing these games.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're kind of
all over the place.
Well, they're kind of like my son when he was playing. He would cut 20 trees. Didn't matter how far he walked. He would cut a tree, walk over, put it on his pile.
Yeah.
He would cut 20 trees, lay them all out nice and neat.
Yeah.
And then he would come over and process those trees.
But
he was doing it in a big field and on the cell point concrete sites. Mm. You see a lot of videos like that where guys are
doing it somewhere easy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they're spending time building a field and then dragging all the trees, laying them all out. Well, no, that's not the way it's done. You just you figure out where your road's going to be or your landing, and
that's where you go, right?
Like you've said in your videos, you just point it at the landing or toward the processors.
Yeah, literally. And then just drag it there.
For us growing up, it was always you point your wood at the mill.
Yeah. Well, and then different places do different things. Some people are doing. Some people are decking it. Some people have decking. Some people just rely strictly on the skidders. It's all, it's very different. Well, it's a heavy tree there, Maverick. Those big ones, you can't really manhandle the big ones. You just got to drop them.
Just twitch a little bit and we're on the ride. There we go.
There you go. Yeah, if I do those ones, I just like really lightly, or I won't even grab them. I'll just lay them down where they are. I'll hit the bottom and then just push it over and let it fall.
Not gonna work their way over toward you. They're gonna not cooperate. All right.
Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Or is it pulling the skidder?
I was good. I was hoping they would come a little farther.
Well, it's okay. Even if you get them up to the road.
Down that valley. They're kind of scooting towards you.
Because I'll cut them and they'll just roll back anyway. So yeah, right there's fine. I'll just walk up to them and I'll cut them and they'll roll them.
I should have planned that a little better.
Oh, that's alright. They're also pincered up against some trees back there. I can see that. So.
Oh, okay.
So they're not gonna turn.
I was hoping they would.
They ain't gonna turn.
Get.
Yeah. So if I lay them right here, they should, in theory, kind of roll down to the pile. Or be in line with the pile anyway.
Eventually eventually roll down.
And if they don't, that's fine too, because they could just sit there and be happy or be unhappy.
Wow, you are in some sketchy terrain there, Maverick.
Yeah, he's having a
time.
That
looks flat from my point.
Yeah, super flat.
That's a heck of a picture there.
Get it. Get that picture.
Oh, not even leveled.
Anything that you guys want me to do?
Oh, whatever you want, man. The sky is the limit. Yeah. What are you comfortable with?
I kind of started with this, but so I'm not really good.
It's okay. Practice makes perfect, right? How about you hop in this processor that I'm in? You can process some wood.
Sure.
Try it. Make a mess. It don't matter. I ain't paying for it. I don't pay for the fuel around here. Speaking of which, how is everybody's fuel? Because mine's low as hell.
Oh, me too.
Mine's a quarter tank.
I'm going to do a fuel run here. Since Maverick did the last fuel run, that's only fair.
9%.
9. Oh, that's pretty good. This one's at 26, so I'm doing a little bit better.
I better work my way down because it just went down from 35 liters to 34.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in a good
Remember
spot.
to shut that off so don't run away on you. Remember last time? It just kind of goes on its own. Wish I could turn that off so it doesn't do that, but that's not an option. Okay, fuel truck. Where's that? I'll just tab till I hit it.
I'll drag you some more trees in
Found it. There's also a button top sitting down here, you see?
What do we got over here?
It says I don't have a permission for
Oh, yeah, sorry. Here, I'll fix that for you. Stupid. We were just complaining about that. Here, I'm actually